shishie o mo no yo no ko wie mo fe o ye hegbe no badamoshi ni orio mi na ke mo go badamoshi o mo oh yeah imoya imoya yes please tell us your name. John Chawe, is his microphone working? All right, John Chawe, you are the first to speak to us this morning. What issues would you like us to focus on or speak about this morning?
We have to speak largely about the unavailability of our MP, mostly in the constituency.
The unavailability of your MP?
Of the MP in the constituency.
He's not available?
Yes, because, you know, a lot of people would like him to channel the grievances of the average person from Nigo Prampram to the government. We have seen him in the media space do all the talking. But someone will ask whether that reflects the needs of the average Nigo Prampram person. So that has been our major challenge with the MP. We have seen him champion the LGBTQ, proper human rights and the bill. That is a good thing. But that reflects the need of the average Nigo Prampram person who sent him there to go and represent us. You see the point? So the unavailability of our MP in Nigo Prampram is a major challenge of the person in Nigo Prampram.
Okay.
You understand? Yes.
Okay.
We have seen a lot of developments under the NPP in the Nigo Prampram constituency, which has to do with the sea defense that we are seeing. Under the NPP, we have seen the district ambulance station that has been established by the NPP, the district fire station that has been established by the NPP. Under the current NPP, we are having a new district assembly complex built by the NPP.
District assembly complex.
Complex built by the NPP.
I see. I want you to go back a bit and talk to me about the real needs of the youth in this constituency.
Yes.
Which you would like your MP to focus on.
Yes. So we are looking at issues of development, including employment. The government has been very good to us in ensuring that we have some of the 1D, 1F projects coming. But we believe that if we are able to get in touch with our MP, to always be available with us to see the chunk of youth that we have in Nigo Prampram, he will be able to know where to channel his energies to. So that's what I wanted to speak about this morning.
Okay. Which 1D, 1F has come here? Which
we
one?
have, when you get to the savannah and you move down there, we have a very big company over there called the Omnifet. Omnifet. They are into fertilizer production, a very big company that has employed a number of the youth from Nigo Prampram.
Okay.
We have the B5 Plus. Now, the B5 Plus is a project that has been argued by most people. But when we look at the sort of expansion that the party, the sort of leverage that the party under the 1D, 1F has given to B5 to expand to be currently one of the biggest Omnifet. Then we have the B5 Plus and all that. They are championing employment in the constituency. Thank you so much.
Oh, you are done.
Right.
Let me come to the front. Oh, there's somebody here too. All right. Let's talk to you, and then I'll talk to some of our leaders who have joined us in the front here. Mention your name. Okay, one on the country, no.
I would speak in English.
Okay, that's all right.
So my name is Stephen Tete Wonder. I am coming from Nigo Ahiam, where the current sitting MP, Honorable Sam George, is coming from. And I stand here as a youth and a son of the land of Nigo Prampram with a bitter heart. My heart is so much in pain that the people of Nigo Prampram have voted for a man who has not led us in anything. We have not been led in any way. The people of Nigo Prampram can attest to the grounds that nothing is working on the grounds. I see pictorial pictures.
Yes, can you give us more specifics?
Yes, I see pictorial pictures here.
Education sector improvement program.
Right. I see pictorial pictures here trying to confuse the people. But when you go to the reality on the ground, it is not like that.
What is the reality on the ground?
Mommy, when you came into the town today, it has rained and you saw the road.
Yes.
You saw the state of the road. This is Great Ningo, and this road does not befit us. When you go to Ahiam, there you see the mess that is there.
What is there?
you after here you can take your cameras and then you go and then you see the manholes on the road that people are driving. When you are going towards Mangochonya, before you get to Mangochonya, the Pompo there are 2 bridges which have been broken, and the motor riders always have accidents there. People lost their lives there on that road. Motor riders lost their lives there on that road, but nothing has been done on that bridge. A very small bridge which has been broken, but for the past 8 years that this MP has been in power, nothing has been done on that road. And then they tell us that we have a representative in parliament. No, I don't see it. I don't see a representative for us. We the youth, I say you wake up and there's no job. You don't have, you have nowhere to go. You have nothing to fall on. And then they tell us we have a representative. We don't have a representative. We have no representative. And so this year, 2024, the people of Nigo Prampram, we say we are voting for change. With the shirt that I'm wearing, you can see the man on my shirt. His name is Ivan Stetenati, ETN Nati. He is standing as an independent parliamentary candidate. He is a man for the people. He is a man who has stand against all odds to stand independent for the people, because we don't have a representative. And so
is Mr. Nate here?
Yes, please.
Oh, there you are. Okay, I see. Okay, all right. Are you done?
No, I'm not done.
All right.
So what I'm saying is,
all right.
No,
please
I'll just wrap up.
Please end.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'll just wrap up.
All right.
What I'm saying is,
Okay, we have other people.
what I'm saying is, Nigo Prampram, we know the issues on the grounds. We know the suffocations that we've been through these past 8 years, and that this incompetent leadership, the road to December 7th is coming. And so when we are going to vote, we should vote for a leader who thinks of us. We should vote for a leader who has the community at heart. We should vote for development.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now I'm going to humbly ask that when you get the opportunity to talk, please keep your submission under 1 minute so that as many people as possible will be able to speak also. All right. So I would like us to take 5 comments on each side, and then I'll come to those of you who came early and sat down too. All right. Yes. So let them finish speaking, and then you can speak. Yes, sir. You have the ground.
Yeah, now good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to your church viewers.
Yes, sir.
My name is Frederick Lati.
Okay.
Let me use this opportunity to applaud my MP, Honorable Samanati George.
All right. Please go ahead.
This is the first time you have seen an MP who has shown that he has gained the grounds. And he has done a lot. If you give me more time, I can list many things the MP has achieved.
Okay.
And so, for the mere fact that the MP has been engaged in an equally important, assignment somewhere, and he's not here, doesn't mean the MP is not available. The MP is always available here. And anytime we need him, he comes around. Unless you do not invite him, anytime you invite the MP, he comes.
Okay.
So let nobody deceive us that the MP does not come around. It is never true.
Okay.
He's been available all the time.
Okay.
And he has done his part. Hasn't been in opposition for the past 7 years. And with the things he has achieved as an MP.
What are some of the things he has achieved?
I can list them.
Please go ahead.
You see, the MP has constructed an ultramodern classroom block in Amiam. It is there right now. If you go there, you will see it. If you like, go to Amiam. There is an ultramodern classroom block in Amiam.
What is it called?
Come again.
What is the name?
Around here, it is located there now. The MPPPC is aware. He knows it. Okay. It is there.
Okay, go ahead.
If you like, we can show you the video. We can never deceive the public. It is there in Amiam now.
Don't respond to them. You're
all
talking
right
to me. Okay.
Now, furthermore, if you go to Afienya, another ultra-modern classroom block is being built there. It's under construction. It is also there. And so it is not as if the MP is in opposition, so he's not doing anything. No.
All right. So
he's doing a lot.
We have literally just begun the program. However, some specific things have been talked about.
Yeah.
Youth unemployment.
Youth unemployment.
Bad roads. These are 2 things that I think both gentlemen who came to speak have spoken about. Can you speak to these things?
All right.
Youth unemployment,
you see,
and the bad
as an MP, if you are being voted for, you are voted for to go to the Parliament House to legislate and also to lobby for projects or, for that matter, work.
Okay.
The MP has been lobbying for the past 7 years. He's been helping those who are available and ready to work to get some works. Even a week ago, the MP invited some of the people who are ready to go and work in a certain factory in Dawa.
Would you agree or disagree that there's a problem of youth unemployment in Nigo Prampram?
It's a general problem that the country is facing.
Okay.
Even the current president or the current government is also aware. That is why Baumia going around promising the youth that you'll be giving them work. So it's a general problem. There's no constituency in Ghana here that you go and you will see all the youth working. Unemployment is a general problem of the nation, not only in Nigo Prampram.
Okay.
It is a general problem.
Okay. That said, do you think that it is prudent for leadership in Nigo Prampram to take specific steps to help young people in Nigo Prampram secure employment, or to help entrepreneurs, or to provide skills training and so on?
That's my MP. That's my MP.
You're welcome. You're welcome. We have just been joined by the Member of Parliament. Please have a seat. We'll continue. Please have a seat. All right. We have just been joined by the Member of Parliament of Nigo Prampram, Honorable Sam George. He's just joined us here. Honorable, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us. Please let's pass the microphone on to you.
All right, now let me resume my seat.
Honorable, you're welcome. Oh, are you done?
No, I'm not done. But since the MP that's around, I thought we are going to the MP.
No.
Okay, so I should flow.
So let me state again. That the reason for these community engagements we have is to give the voice or the opportunity to the people who live in the constituency
to talk,
to speak to issues in the constituency.
Exactly.
And we are always very honored when our members of parliament join us.
Sure.
But we like to hear from you first, and then they may respond to anything that you have to say.
No.
But I think you've spoken quite a bit.
But
so
to add more, now this is the first time.
End in 30 seconds.
Yes, this is the first time I have seen an MP who has been able to distribute about 1,500 street lights across Nigo Prampram. Never in the history of Nigo Prampram. Right. So, Honorable St. George, I applaud you. I appreciate what I've done. God should bless you.
Thank you. All right. Gentlemen, what's your name? And you have 1 minute, please.
Yeah, I'm Enoch.
Enoch.
From where my MP is coming from, Honorable St. George, about 4 kilometers from here. I happen to be in the town for about more than 20 years. In fact, when you were about starting in your submission, you said the reality on the ground, the real issue on the ground. I love that statement. You know, you guys are coming from Accra. When you go to, or you get to Prampram, you see that they have so many posters around us. Telling us that this is what they have achieved so far. I must say that it is not true. It's a fallacy. It is not the reality on the ground. It's just to maneuver and manipulate and deceive the good people of this Nigo Prampram here. Now, our roads have been a major challenge over the years. Sometimes you see the contractors on the road, within few days or months, then they vacate the place. We don't know. And sometimes if you happen to do the investigation, you realize that they will give you stories that are not facts.
So bad.
And we've been suffering. And another one I want to chip in is our water problem. Our water problem. In fact, we've been faced with crisis when it comes to water, scarcity of water. And I don't think our MP have been doing something about. And I thank God, since he's available here, I want him to speak to this issue. And lastly, it should invest into. I can see it's not investing into the youths. Yes, if maybe the records will correct me, exactly? Right?
Yes.
When it comes to investing into the youth, I'm very specific in terms of education.
Okay.
It should give us the statistics so far. Yes, it should give us the statistic so far. The number of youth, as far as Nigo Prampram is concerned, the people he has helped so far. Because, you know, in a country where we are majority of the people being literate, you realize that that community go far.
All right.
So thank God that our MP, and I will not be satisfied if he has not answered this question.
All right.
Thank you very much.
I'll give him the opportunity to speak. I'll take 4 more comments, 1 minute each, and then I will speak to our honorable member of parliament who's here. Yes, sir.
My name is Fix. A concerned youth of
Your name is Fix?
Yeah, Fix. F-I-X.
You have 1 minute.
Yeah. I want to speak on the unemployment my friend spoke about.
Yes.
Now, if you have an unemployment rate from NDC time at 8.3, and you have an unemployment rate now at 14.8, which one is good? Honorable Sam George is a legislator. He works in the third realm of government. He is there to help enact laws. We all know that jobs come from the central government and not from the MP in his constituency. So if you have Honorable Sam George paying school fees for students, lobbying for people to have work in a factories across Nigo Prampram, and you are here to still talk about unemployment, I mean, come on.
All right.
Come on. There's something I also want to touch on.
I think
he spoke on roads.
So
he spoke on roads. He spoke on roads.
Honorable Sam George. Respectfully just interject for a minute.
Okay.
All right. I would like us to speak about the issues in this constituency.
All right.
And because our leaders are here, they can speak for themselves when we hand them the microphones. So when you come to the microphone, I would appreciate it if you speak about the problems and not attempt to answer questions that other people have put forward, because our leaders are here and they can answer.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Okay. So when I should speak, if I should speak on the problems in Nigo Prampram, honestly speaking, we have been cheated for so long.
Cheated?
Yes.
In terms of what?
In 8 years. Could you believe that this MPP government has not cast sword for any school building in Nigo Prampram?
School building. But I have seen posters. I've seen posters around.
They claim
school buildings.
They claim they built the new assembly complex.
Okay.
It was started by the NDC. It was started by the NDC. We have a government run by a representative of the president in this constituency who is just not committing himself to any developmental project. He walks around and boasts of only central government projects. When you ask him, you say Agenda 111. When you ask him, you say Agenda 111.
All right.
Are we going to eat Agenda 111?
More schools in
Are we going to eat Agenda 111?
All right. Okay. All right. So we've spoken about roads, we've spoken about youth unemployment and educational infrastructure. Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Achami Tetekweno.
Ofaneyo.
I will speak my
Ofaneyo.
Iji nugo nobi. Iji nugo nobi ne nugo nobi jimio. Inge nugo ke. Nihi babawu ngene eya no nge nugo hiyo. Ne wana kaje Mr. Yitimesa, former MP no. The one who kebata wa current MP neji Honorable Samuel Nate George. In fact, nge hekwo wa manye ma applaud le. Ka ebomode ke ata hekome. Say hekome hungel. Esaka wanye no wa big questions nge nikome ahe. Ekome ji wange MP ne Wananga heyine MPs, I have big questions. No, I push for projects neighbor amami. Projects of I push for. I do projects ne ehane ma ya hem. Mwene no wa munyu tu no. Wa mabi wa question ke say manage projects ko poten. Ne MP. Wa manye made Honorable BB Kabu eno. Wa manye made Honorable Yiti Mensa eno. Manage projects ko poten ne nugo no manye ma push lo e ma point ke eno ne hane iyo yoka ke wa MP a vote ke haleo emanye macha enichumi.
All right. So just let me just quickly translate what he's saying. So he's saying that to start with, he'd like us to applaud Honorable Sam George for some of the things he's done in the constituency. However, as a son of this constituency, he is able to specifically point to some projects that previous members of parliament have undertaken. He would, however, like Honorable Sam George be able to point specifically to some projects that you've undertaken. Is that correct? All right. So that was his question. Just to quickly summarize, I'll come here, take one more comment from here, and then we'll speak to our leaders. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. I am Cephas.
Yes,
and I'm telling you that what they are talking about, Honorable Samuel Nate George, in fact, he's doing extremely well. People think, as we are doing this program at Old Nigo is the Nigo Prampram. It is never true.
Okay.
We have over 177 communities, towns and villages in Nigo Prampram. Before Sam George came, there was Honorable BB Kabu, there was Honorable Yiti Mensa, and when Sam George came, he came to meet rural electrification projects.
Okay.
There were some communities. The guy speaking, he knows a community called Bueko. Today they are enjoying electricity.
Okay.
There is a community called Akwaba. Today they are enjoying electricity. There is a community at Prampram called Vakpo. Today they are enjoying electricity.
Okay.
There is a community called Tesakpo Asrepo at Dawa. Today they are enjoying electricity.
All right.
Minya, they are enjoying electricity. And I'm telling you, any community that has electricity, it has opened way for more business to come.
Be able to be established.
Now,
right. Mr. Cephas, is there any issue you would like to speak to?
Yeah.
Is there any issue you'd like us to know
yeah,
about?
they want to speak. They want to say that NDC has not done anything in this constituency.
Okay.
But I want
you want to correct that.
I want to tell you
All
that
right.
NDC concerning rural electrification project, it's left with only one community called Sagami, which is on military land, and it has Besomi, which is on military land.
That has not
got the rural electrification project. So Sam George, as he has come, he started doing the work, and he's doing the work without looking at anybody.
All right. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If there's no one, okay, there's one more person here, and then we'll talk to our leaders. Yes, sir. What's your name?
Yes. My name is Nimate Kodi Sylvester.
Okay.
Yes, I. And I have been born here in the Nigo Prampram constituency. I've been born here.
Okay.
And up to now, I've been a teacher too for 9 years, and I'm still teaching. I've observed things in the constituency, and I've realized the pain in people's hearts about how our constituency has been for the past 32 years. So from Yiti Mensa till now, we've seen a lot, and we've learned a lot. Now, the problem here is the basic needs of the constituents. Are we listening to the basic needs of the constituents, or we are developing anything that we want per our contract and what we will gain? It is a big question to ask.
Okay.
As of now, when we are talking about education, when you go to the education sector right now, people are suffering. In this constituency, we have just 4 of the senior high schools. We could look at Prampram vocational. We come to Nigo secondary school and all of that. Then we go to Pramsec, and then Afenia Youth. Now, when you go to these schools, there is severe problem, and I sometimes think about it, and I don't know where we are going and where we are heading to. Okay. Now, when you go to Ochebleku, the people are fighting for just pipe-borne water to drink. And some of us are here, we are able to bath with water and all of it. We should think about others. So the basic needs are not met. our assemblymen are not communicating well with what their people need. And it is like our DCs and MPs are doing things that the people don't need it now.
Is that so? Like
yes.
what?
So as of now, I talked about education.
Okay.
There are school buildings and some school materials that need to go to needy but brilliant students.
Okay.
As someone has come to say that school fees have been paid from our MP and all of that. Now I want to ask the person whether it is general to needy but learned pupils.
Brilliant but needy students.
Yeah. Or people that they know personally from their executives.
All
That
right.
is the problem. So if someone
All
is
right.
having
Thank you.
already, they
Thank
add
you so
more to
much.
it, and others are suffering.
Thank you so much. I think I'm going to come to
So
Honorable
please,
Sam George
we
now.
are begging you.
All
Our
right.
pain
All right. Thank
is
you,
too
sir.
much.
We
So they should see
appreciate
to
you.
it to us.
Thank you.
We
Thank
are
you
not
so
in
much.
any MPP, no NDC. We
All right.
talk for the constituency.
Thank
Thank
you so much. All right. Honorable Sam George, let me just catch you up on some of the things that you might have missed before you came. The young people who have spoken to us today have spoken about youth unemployment, the nature of the roads, potable water, educational infrastructure. And one comment which seems to pass through is that they don't see very much of you. Can you speak to any of these issues and how you have been, if you are, as a development agent for the constituency, able to help tackle these issues?
All right, thank you very much. And I want to welcome you as TV3 to the Nigo Prampram constituency. The issues you've raised and the issues that have been raised are not peculiar to Nigo Prampram. These are issues that cut across the whole country. For example, when you talk about the unemployment rate and all of that, yes, you cannot, I won't sit here and say that everybody in the constituency is employed. It's impossible. But again, we always need to come to a very fundamental role. What is the role of the member of parliament? His role is to pass legislation. What is the role of central government? Central government is supposed to take care of infrastructure and employment. Now, as a member of parliament, what you do is you also act as a quasi-developmental agent. You are not a developmental agent. That's a point you made I need to correct. MPs are not developmental agents. That's not our mandate. We are quasi-developmental agents.
Can you explain that?
The agents of development in our governance structure is the district assembly. The district assembly is led by the representative of the president, the DCE. The DCE is the agent of development. In this district, one of our biggest problems is you have a very ineffective DCE. Reason being, and I'll tell you what, the last time we had a general assembly, and you see, the MP is an ex-official member of the assembly. The MP has no role to play in terms of voting in the assembly. But what I can do is take the issues from the electoral areas when I go around to the assembly and have the assembly through the DCE work on it.
Do you do this?
The point is the DCE has failed to call a general assembly meeting since November 2023. I can't call a general assembly meeting. The DCE should be here. If he is responsive to the people, he should be here. He shouldn't be sending government appointees to come and sit here. He must be here to account to the people and tell us why in 2023, 2024, we've not had a general assembly meeting since November for me to bring the issues of the people to him for development. Listen, that's why this year, in June this year, the Greater Accra Coordinating Council, not Sam George, the Greater Accra Coordinating Council ranked all the districts in Greater Accra. Nigo Prampram came second to last. We came second to last. That is the
Ranking
effect
of the districts.
of all districts in Greater Accra.
In terms of what? What are the metrics?
I'm just going to read for you so that it's not as though I am saying this. This is from City Newsroom. The Greater Accra Regional Coordinating Council has released its report on the assessment of the performance of all MMDCs under its jurisdiction. According to the council, this performance report is intended to help the various MMDCs improve on areas where they have fallen short. In the report, La Nkwantanan Madina and Ayawaso West were identified as the top performing assemblies, while Ayawaso East and Nigo Prampram were named the worst performing assemblies. That's the report. It's not my report. The Greater Accra Regional...
And this is 2023.
No, July 18, 2024.
Okay.
And this report is not coming from Sam George. It's coming from the regional minister, who is an appointee of President Akufo-Addo, judging our own DC, who is also an appointee of President Akufo-Addo, and saying he has failed. Now, you see, when we talk on unemployment, what I have done is to make sure that I get in touch with the private investments in this constituency that we have supported. So, for example, B5 Plus. B5 Plus had problems of land litigation and could not set up his factory until 2017 when I became MP. I intervened with the Lakuleku family. He built that factory, and today you have 1,800 of my constituents employed at B5. I'll give you another example. Atlantic Life Sciences. Atlantic Life Sciences is another company that is producing vaccines and water-based solutions for medical supplies. Just this week, Atlantic Life Sciences has reached out to me for another 50 people to be employed in packaging in their facility.
Okay.
As we speak, Alpha T&D is the biggest smart meter manufacturing company in this constituency. We have put people in there. So for me, my job as a quasi developmental agent when it comes to employment is to reach out to private investment and make sure that we put people in there in this constituency. When it comes to education, I've heard people talk about education. As we speak, there are over 250 people who we are supporting in the universities. In fact, one of the key things we've done is to support young people to go to the University of Education, Winneba, to study Dangme. So that because we have a lack of Dangme teachers.
Okay.
As we speak, we've got students in every university. We've done support for students in the university at bachelor's level, master's level, PhD level. But you know the beauty of the thing? I don't determine who gets the MP scholarship. In fact, I don't know the people who get the scholarship.
So
what happens is you write a letter.
Okay.
The list is compiled. It goes to the education office. The education office goes through it, and the students pick their checks, not from me. They pick it from the education office. So I go around this constituency, and people walk up to me and say, "MP, thank you." And I say, "For what? You paid my fees. I've never met them before." I don't meet the people who I don't meet the people who we pay fees for, but over 250 of them.
Let me ask you this, just before you go ahead. You said that the role of an MP is to be a quasi development agent. What does a quasi development agent do exactly?
So the quasi developmental agent means that you support what the development agent is supposed to do.
All right.
So you support the DC. So for example, I'll give you a typical example.
No, I get it. Don't worry, once you speak into the microphone, we can hear you on air.
I'll give you a typical example. The DC last year, we have an issue of security. And so the DC promised last year that he was going to provide 100 street lights to support and lighting up the community so that we can deal with crime.
Okay.
We are still waiting for the 100 street lights up till now. He promised it last year. But because I am a quasi developmental agent, I didn't promise 100. I delivered 1,500 street lights.
All right.
I didn't promise. I delivered.
Okay.
And even the DC, in fact, all the assemblymen, I called all the assemblymen. The DC was present and handed assemblymen. Each assemblyman got 25 street lights. I called the district commander of police. I distributed 1,500.
Did you
we are
do
still
this?
waiting for the DC to bring his 100.
We've heard about it. Actually,
Yeah.
some of your constituents have spoken
Yeah.
about it. Did you do this through the common fund?
No. How much is the common fund? The assembly is represented here. The common fund has never exceeded 100,000. One street light is 750 cedis. So if you supply 1,000 street lights, that's 750,000. If you put my common fund for the 4 years together, it can't even buy 1,000 street lights.
Okay, so what I want to understand is, was this a personal project to you?
Absolutely. Most of the things I do here are run through personal intervention. As we speak, I have an MP's Livelihood Empowerment Program. In fact, we're going to run another one next week, where in the MP's Livelihood Empowerment Program, I support a number of people in setting them up businesses. We've done over 60 people. This year alone, we're doing our biggest yet through the Jata Foundation. We're going to be setting up over 50 people in businesses. So for me, it's not about the hype, it's not about talk. And the listeners on TV3, the viewers on TV3, an assessment of a member of parliament is always in the ballot box. It's not in hired critics who come and stand at programs like this and say they've not seen anything that the MP is doing. In 2012, before I became MP, let me just land, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
In 2012,
Please land in a
in
minute so
2012,
I can give you this
the margin between the NDC and the NPP, which was a measure of the NDC's performance in this constituency, was under 4,000. In 2016, when I became MP, the margin went to 10,000. When I worked for 4 years as MP, the margin in the last election was 30,000. And this time around, we will see where the margin will go with the work that I have done. So for me, the sweetness of the pudding is in its eating.
All right. Thank you so much, Honorable Sam George. I'm going to speak to the parliamentary candidates.
But now, just 1 minute. Just 1 minute.
Please, 30 seconds.
I beg you, yes.
30 seconds.
You know, I hear my brother Divier constantly talking. But I want Divier to know one thing, and that's why I've been asking for a General Assembly meeting. Divier has to account to the Assembly, and Divier is a relative or a son of the DC. He and the DC need to account for the GCRs that they've been using to collect government revenue. That is not going to the government fund. I want us to have a General Assembly meeting. Let us investigate that. Government money I'm telling you, people are using government GCRs to dig at pits, and the money is not going to the Assembly.
And that's why
it's going into private pockets. That's why I've been calling for a General Assembly meeting, and for 1 year the DCE has refused to call it. I'm challenging the DCE to call a General Assembly meeting this week or next week. Let us investigate government funds at the Assembly.
All right. Yes, sir. We have the parliamentary candidates for the... We have the parliamentary candidates for the MPP also joining us here. Mr. Michael, thank you for joining us. You were here very early. All right, let's calm down. Let's calm down. All right. Let's calm down now. All right, sir. Now you've also heard.
So
you've also heard about.
Has been introduced.
Can you hear me? You can hear me. All right. You've also heard some of the issues that the young people have raised. Do you want to speak to any of them? Yes, please go ahead.
So, has been introduced. My name is Michael.
All right. Let's calm down. Thank you. Yes, sir.
I know you will make a lot of noise. I know you will interject. I know you will make a lot of noise. I know you will interject. But I will please beg you to listen. Because the reason why we are here, it is for your own good. The reason why the media and this program is being organized is for your own good. So please.
We can hear you. Once you're
be
speaking
quiet.
the microphone, we can hear you.
Let's
go ahead and make your point. We can hear you. Please go ahead and make your point.
So as been introduced, my name is Michael Teteeku, a proud son of a fisherman and a proud son of a farmer. Yes, I once again welcome TV3 to Nigo Prampram. Let me take this opportunity to greet the good people of Nigo and Prampram. Ne mahame jehan ne ya ne banawo ke ahlawo nanawo ngehewa mi papata mi ke wajevu ne nyune dami ke wana ehio epe ayilo ke wana nga ewasi hawadin ne waye jehan ke to mi jomi. Today we are going to see the difference between light and darkness. Today we are going to see the reality against propaganda. It's been over 30 years in Nigo Prampram that we heard about the NDC throwing dust into the eyes of Nigo Prampram, telling them a whole story about MPP and its agenda. They have a wrong agenda that has nothing to benefit the good people of Nigo Prampram.
How is
And
that?
I think that is the reason why I want you to listen and listen carefully. I heard some judge saying that he's an MP, a legislature, he doesn't create job, and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. But I could remember. Please, please, please. I could remember 2015 when some judge wanted to be a parliamentary candidate in Nigo Prampram here. He went around telling the entire Nigo Prampram that Yiti Mesa has failed us. Is that not the case? Yes. So elect him to become the parliamentary candidate and subsequently to become a member of parliament. And it's going to create job for the teeming youth unemployment. Is that not the case? Today, 90%. Today, 90% of you people standing here, and the issues you raise here is about unemployment. I am sure if you have jobs to do, you will not be here listening to us. Maybe be listening to us on your phone. Please. Don't get me wrong.
Okay, let's
Do not
calm
get
down.
me wrong.
Let's
Do
calm
not
down.
get
Let's
me
calm
wrong.
down.
Do not get me wrong.
Let's calm down. Calm down.
Today is a working day.
Let's calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
Today is Wednesday.
But
Thank you.
you know that's not a
Thank
very
you.
fair statement to make, because
If
we
we have
came and
jobs-
we invited people in the community to join us.
Today,
That's not a fair statement to
oh
make.
yeah, Mako Baba,
Make your point. Make your point.
Mako Baba.
Make your point.
Thank you. If you have jobs, today happens to be Wednesday. Today is not weekend. Today happens to be Wednesday. It's a working day. If my brothers and sisters listening to us, standing here have jobs, they will not come and stand listening to this
No,
program.
that's
But
not
let me
correct.
go ahead.
We
Let
are
me go
here
ahead.
because
Let me
this
go ahead.
exercise is an important
Let me go
one.
ahead.
And
I
so even
represent
people
my
who have
party.
jobs have come here today so they
I
can
am
speak truth to power.
MPP parliamentary candidate. Let me tell you why you must elect me. Let me tell you why you must elect me as your next MP for Nigo Prampram.
Mr. Michael.
I hope you are listening. Thank you.
Mr. Michael. Mr.
Nigo
Michael.
Prampram
Can
has
you hear
lost
me?
touch. Please don't interject.
No.
Please don't interject.
No. I want you
use
to
my
come
time.
back to the
Let me
matter.
use my time wisely. Please
Why are you
don't
turning away
interject.
from me?
Mako Baba.
Listen.
Nigo Prampram,
Mr.
please
Mako.
don't interject.
I haven't
Please
asked you
give
a
me my
question.
time. Please.
You know what? You go.
Please,
You go on.
Please, your job
go
is to
on.
monitor your time.
Don't tell me what my job
When
is.
your
Don't
time
tell me
is
what my
when
job
time
is.
over,
I asked you a
then you can
specific
stop.
question.
Yes.
And
I'll speak to
you
those
are
issues.
you are
I'll speak
inciting
to
you
those issues.
chants of Jama and so on. That's not what we are here to do. We are here to listen to what you have to say.
Let me come.
So the
the reason
singing that
why-
you are inciting will not help us. So let's go ahead and speak to the issues.
So
Go ahead and speak to the issues.
I represent a party. That represent. Thank you so much. I represent a party that I think when it comes to developmental issues in Nigo Prampram, we have done so well. We have done so well when it comes to developmental issues in Nigo Prampram. One of the concerns of the people who spoke earlier said that we brought these boards and the projects that we are showcasing to come and lie to the people of Nigo Prampram. But the things you saw on a board are things that are reality on the ground. Nobody can dispute that fact. Even some judge sitting here cannot dispute that the things we brought as a party in government, showcasing here, are things that are on the ground. Nobody can dispute that. we can talk of the sea defense project that we are all aware. We are seeing it. It is just a distance from this place. We have seen the agenda 111 that is being brought. Yes, on the screen, you can see the sea defense project. This has been an issue for Nigo Prampram for the past 30 years. The good people of Nigo Prampram have cried over the sea erosion for over the years. It took MPP government. It took President Akufo-Addo. It took President Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia administration to come and construct the sea defense. Today, as I'm talking to you, we have saved so many lives. We have saved so many houses. Today, when you go there, you've seen families that have moved, and they've moved from there because of the sea erosion issue. Chatanye family, Emmanuel Odase. Chatanye, we are Emmanuel Odase. Mama, we are Emmanuel Odase. Nakota, we are Emmanuel Odase. Muneno, sea defense project or Eba save me. What I'm saying is that the sea defense project has regained. The sea defense project has regained lands, and families that has moved from the place are now coming back to say to live there because Akufo-Addo government has restored.
Okay.
Now
Mr.
we
Mako,
can also see.
Mr. Mako, was that
we can also see the
Mr.
Agenda
Mako.
111 project,
Mr. Mako,
which is not in dispute at
you are
all.
not. I'm asking you a
The
question.
Agenda 111 project
Mr.
is
Michael.
not in dispute at all.
Mr. Michael,
It is that life we can see.
Mr. Michael,
Now, the MP claim.
can you hear me?
The MP claim that
You are ignoring me.
he's a good lobbyist. And he
Mr.
has
Michael.
lobbied for the please.
I want to ask you about the sea defense project.
Come again.
I want to ask about the sea defense
Okay.
project. What we
But
just
I think
projected was phase 1, right?
Yes.
All right.
But
So
it has covered about 8 kilometers.
how many kilometers is the
We are
entire
doing
project
13
supposed to?
kilometers.
13.
And
okay.
we've done 8
8.
kilometers.
Okay.
So left with 5 kilometers.
Okay.
And that is why you have to give us opportunity again to serve you. And that is why
So-
you have to give MPP opportunity
so-
again so that we continue, we complete it. So let me come.
So,
Hello.
all right, you go.
So the MP claim that all the famous one district, one factory that we all are aware of, and which brought the B5 plus, that which brought the B5 plus, the one district, one factory that brought Omnifest fertilizer to realization that we all saw. The one district, one factory that brought the Atlantic licenses that you can see at Tripoli. The Agenda 111 that brought the tomato steel factory to Afiyeta. That employed over 5,000 people from Nigo Prampram. This man, sorry. Yes, one. That brought over 5,000 people. Today, Sam George is claiming he's the one who lobby. If Sam George is a good lobbyist, from Nigo to Ahrian Road, it's in a bad state. So you can see on the screen the Agenda 111. It's not in this.
Which hospital is that?
Yes, that's Agenda 111.
Which hospital? Which
So that is
hospital?
almost 70 to 80% complete.
What's it called?
80% complete.
What's it called? What's the name of the hospital? What is the name of this hospital?
So that's the hospital, the Nigo Hospital.
Nigo Hospital.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's under the Agenda 111. So
Okay.
I'm saying that.
Okay, so
I'm
it's
saying
80% complete.
So I'm saying that.
Okay, please land
If
for
Sam
me.
George, if Sam George claims he's a good lobbyist, the second person that spoke here, says that the MP's road to his hometown, to his village, is in a bad state. So he should lobby so that that road is being constructed.
All
so
right.
that the good people of Nigo Prampram believe that. Now, I want to tell
All
you
right.
something.
Enyam
I want
Road.
to tell you something.
Enyam Road. Okay.
If you want to solve unemployment problem, I am coming in as an MP. I'm coming, I'm sure. Nigo Prampram.
Okay.
People will be voting
Please
for
wrap
me.
up for me. Please wrap up for me.
Thank you. 7th January.
December.
I'll be. Yes.
December.
7th January. 2025. I will be. They will swear me in as your new MP.
All right.
And I'm coming to continue that. I'm coming to continue the good work of MPP.
All right.
And the unemployment issue affecting in Nigo Prampram. Let me tell you the secret. There's 2 occupations that drive the economy of Nigo Prampram. Okay. You cannot take fishing and farming away when you want to solve the problem of Nigo Prampram.
All right. So
if you are happy, who do not invest in farming and in fishing? That's
Mr. Michael, thank you. All right, let me come to the independence candidates as well. Please, you have a microphone. Please take a microphone. All right, Mr. Emmanuel. I believe your name is Emmanuel. Ebenezer. Etienne. Mr. Etienne. Okay, all right. Okay, I'll come to you, Mr. DCA. All right, let's talk to you. I will. Please, let me come to you. You are an independent candidate. Now, we heard from a gentleman who spoke earlier who said that he's not interested in the NDC or the NPP, but rather he's interested in something new because of what we have seen politicians in the past come into promise and not be able to deliver. You are an independent candidate. Can you speak to the issues that the members of this constituency have raised and what your plans are? Your microphone is on.
Right, thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
For those of you who may not know me, my name is Etienne Nate. That is Evans Tete Ni Nate. You can see me well. Thank you. I would like to thank TV3 for this opportunity. I've long looked for this time to come, but it is best it came now. When Honorable Samuel Nate George was talking, he made mention of he not being a developmental agent, but the DC. It is true. If you are here and you don't know, you can get to know now that the Member of Parliament is not a developmental agent. Now, as I'm sitting here, the MPP candidate, also known as Chairman Mako, is not a problem to me because he has not been in office. The people I will have a problem with is the district chief executive and the Member of Parliament, that is Honorable Samuel Nate George himself. We have all been here, and whatever I will talk about, we all must take it seriously. Because if dust consistently is being put into your eyes, I do not expect you to see. So I have come with water to wash faces. Now, if we have our Member of Parliament here, what he said here, that is 2016, is that E.T. Mensah have failed the people of Nigo Prampram constituency. Now, this statement baffles me a bit. If E.T. Mensah have failed the people of Nigo Prampram constituency, we have projects we can point to that he has been able to do. He not being a developmental agent, he has done absolutely nothing. Anything you can point to which is our two, is done. There is none that I'm seeing that foundation because it's an NGO.
Okay.
Which the wife is the CEO of that NGO. He is not the owner of that foundation. It's called Jatta Foundation.
It's not the owner.
Jatta is not part of his names. Jatta is not part of his name.
I beg your pardon.
Jatta is not his name.
Okay.
His name is Samuel
Nate
George.
Okay.
Now, Jatta is not his name. And ask him if he owns the NGO. For what I know is the wife.
Okay.
So anything done
do you own the NGO?
until he tells us that he is the one who did it.
The NGO.
You can't cut me.
No, I'm asking him.
Okay.
Just one question. Do you own the NGO?
All right.
I wouldn't interject you if I wasn't asked. So
all right, I'm listening.
Yes.
So do you own the NGO?
The foundation is the civil social responsibility wing